My psychiatric team actually suggested that I should come here. And so I came to see Lila, and she got me in touch with a young man that needed tutoring. And then in the meantime, I knew what was going on at the clubhouse, but I wasn't participating otherwise, except for the tutoring. And I decided to go for dinner one day. So I got to be introduced to the nice food and the cook and different staff and members, and then I started coming back and coming back. Well, the biggest program that I did participate in was the STEPS Club. And I learned more about people and how to be positive, how to raise my self-esteem, just how to deal with people. And also we got into doing resumes and getting ready for job interviews and things like that. I am really grateful to the donors because it's the money that goes into the CMHA that gets people to go to the international conference and the Canadian conference. It's just great. I wouldn't be able to go if I had to pay it all myself. Well, first of all, I'd like to say that they should accept their mental health. A lot of people don't. And I must say that I'm one of them. It was a long time before I actually could say I'm bipolar. Now I can say it, not that people understand it fully, but yet I like to express myself in that, yes, I've come a long way with my illness. I am one of the oldest people in the clubhouse, active members, and just turned 70. And a lot of the members are related to me in a way that I'm their mama or their grandmama or that sort of thing. And they've always treated me very good. And if they don't, I say, just watch it now. I'm old enough to be your grandmother. And we get a kick out of that. And I love them dearly, and I feel loved by them as well. It's a great clubhouse.
And mental illness, by the way, just so people know, it's not just a disaster for one person. It's a disaster for the whole family, for the mother and father, sisters. Like in Toronto, I was there for close to 50 years, and I had psychiatrists and people trying to help me and stuff, and their big slogan was, "You are not alone." Okay, but that's not the way I felt. So you can tell me to the cows type thing forever. You're not alone. And unless you're with people every day and kind of talking and this and that, you'll still feel alone. I tend to be sort of a little introverted, or very introverted. And I got to meet all the members, of course, and the staff and the director. And I met a lot of people that were very intelligent, creative, intuitive. Lots of times you don't even have to say how you're feeling. The first question is, are you okay? That's a member. Are you okay? When the doctors, the lawyers, and the Indian chiefs, the mothers, the fathers, the family and friends, all the king's horses and all the king's men failed, you and your team were part of the grace that helped this broken man rejoin the race. It's time to give credit where credit is due. I would be crippled still if not for you. I will be eternally in your debt. And yet, I still struggle with that next tiny step.
They recommended that I come to it after I got out of the hospital with my bipolar diagnosis. It gives me purpose and it gives me a job to do every day, you know, phones or canteen or what have you. My employment counselor here has helped me to look for and obtain work. For example, I'm now working at a seniors residence out in Kensington because of my employment counselor. It's given me a home away from home, you know, as well as living in housing. It's kind of given me my independence instead of living at home with mom. Nothing against her, but just, you know, it's good to be out on my own.
My marriage had suddenly ended 6 months afterwards. A lot of things were going on. I was suicidal. I landed in the hospital, and the staff there were very good with finding me different supports. Norma McColeman, who works with ladies who have come from the same issues as I have, and she suggested Notre Dame Place as another support system for me. So I had made an appointment with Lila, who is the director here, and I came in for a tour on that and to talk to her, and I've been coming ever since. To be able to come here where everybody else has a mental illness, it's a safe place to come, and it's a place you can relax, and it's a place that you can talk to other people about what's going on with yourself, or if somebody else needs to talk. It's a two-way street at the clubhouses. The benefit you get and the benefit that you can give other people from the experience that you've had there. There's so many different things that the clubhouse gets you involved with. And I have made a friend named Cadence, and we started going out dancing, which is something I love, music and dancing. So Cadence is helping me to socialize outside of the clubhouse. I don't know where I would be today if I didn't have the clubhouse to come to.
The clubhouse is basically like one big happy family. And, we're all there for each other.
They're my family, and I'm very close with most of them.
Everybody will help you. Nobody ever says no. So, if you have a problem, they'll help you in any way they can.
They helped me to manage my budget, my money, and my groceries. Now I'm living on my own at Notre Dame Place Independent.
I really like to camp and going to the beach.
All my friends are there. And you get to talk and socialize.
When I first moved in, I was so nervous. And there's a man over there called Mervyn McEwen. And I sat down at the table and he said, "We're all family. We'll treat you like family." And I told him, "Thank you."